She covers up her beauty for the one who made this world. If you wanna look amazing, lady, you know what you gotta do right now. Cover up your beauty for the Almighty. You do all this for your genius. Sacrifice is only temporary.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, welcome to Youth Frequency this cold Friday evening in Dubs. But definitely it's Friday, so you guys are warming up. You know, today we're discussing a topic that affects every young person: fitness, health, and active living in the digital age. Inspired by the incredible spirit of the Comrades Marathon, we explore the importance of discipline, endurance, and looking after our bodies. While technology has made life easier and connected us in amazing ways, it has also encouraged many young people to spend more time behind screens and less time being physically active. How do we find the right balance? How can we motivate our youth to get moving, stay healthy, and build habits that will benefit them for life? So join us as we unpack the lesson from the marathon runners, the value of exercise, and practical ways to inspire healthier and more active generation. Well, our panel this evening, Jamie and Liam, and we have
a special guest. We have Romondo.
Your name sounds like a soccer player.
Like a soccer player.
Yeah, like one of these, soccer player. Guys, it's great to be back in studio.
Oh, the best.
Yeah.
Yes, so happy.
Well, Liam, show us that medal.
Where's the camera?
Check the medal.
Where's the camera, guys?
Oh, you did it, yeah.
It's a bronze medal, by the way, if you guys can't see. I know the bottom two medals you can't really distinguish. It's bronze, guys.
He's been sleeping with that medal on.
Yeah.
You did it. How was it?
It was good. It was wow. All I can say is what an experience. I couldn't have even begin to fathom what it was like to run that race until I'd run the race. Completely different. I was blessed enough to have a good experience, prepared by a really great coach here. Thanks. So I really had a great Comrades, especially for first Comrades. I'm trying not to say too much so I don't jinx the second one, but yeah, I had a really good run.
Tell me, on my other show, I had two teachers also ran the Comrades, and we spoke about mental health while we were during the Comrades, because when you're running, you're thinking a million things. Is that true?
So, yes and no.
Yes and no.
When you start to suffer a lot, you can't think of anything else but the suffering that you're going through. Because you've been there.
Sure.
So, the places where I wasn't thinking about anything but what I was doing was like Fields Hill, poly shorts, and Inchanga.
Do you know what? Everyone says that.
Yeah.
Everyone says, but you did it. You completed it. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, and
what an achievement. What a discipline. Like, your resilience is so great.
We got a good training team. We got a good coach who keeps us locked in. So, I admire the people who do it without any real guidance. That's a different kind of scary.
The guy who won, what was it, 2.5 million? Who came out first?
What is George
Kuska.
Yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't have a coach or anything.
No, he trains himself.
He trains himself.
But Kev, just to add that in, he is a data analyst and data scientist. So I mean,
and he's been a professional athlete before, so he just used previous coaching techniques that he had and applied it to Comrades.
Wow. It's like I don't think I can do that, Jamie. I just feel like I know lots of people who ran Comrades, and after like a couple hours, they just give up.
Yeah.
Then they say, no, we're short distance runners, we're not long distance.
Giving up at Comrades or the training for Comrades?
No, while they're in the race. And it's quite common. But again, you tried, it's an achievement.
Yeah.
And the legs, the cramps, no?
It depends. You got to manage your race as best as possible. Sometimes it's unavoidable depending on, because like your race is not determined just by how you're feeling on the day, but the build up to the race. You could elaborate on that more.
I would say if you don't experience suffering before Comrades, And at Comrades, no matter what happens, you're going to suffer. And if you haven't experienced suffering in training or previous races, longer races, then when it's time to suffer at Comrades, it's going to be something new to you, and that's when you get those stories of I'm a short distance runner.
I am like so chopped and impressed here because like you guys are so youthful, you're young, and normally we have these conversations about fitness and discipline with older folks. I mean, not you guys, but like it's so amazing. It's so shocking to see young people running. Tell me, were there a lot of young people?
There was a fair spread. I mean, Comrades in general, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Romondo, but it tends to be a little bit of an older field than where I'm at. Yeah. I'm probably one of the younger runners that would be in the field. Maybe there are some outliers that are a little bit younger. But there are quite a few youths who do push and take up the feat that is training for Comrades. I won't even say the race is the feat in itself. It is, but just the training alone is so hectic and so... Not so much so it's so time consuming, but also so taxing on the body. Yeah. So I understand why there may be not a lot of young people who do go up for it, but there are quite a few that are out there.
Okay, Romondo, I mean, you train. Tell me, how much discipline and preparation are required to complete such an event? Because you are like the life coach. You are like the motivation. Yeah. You are like the person who's kicking them.
So I always tell people, if you're going to go out and train for Comrades, give yourself a year like to properly prepare for Comrades, because going to train for Comrades is not just about waking up every morning or in the afternoons going out for a run. It's a proper lifestyle change. Like Comrades will change your whole lifestyle. And you notice a lot of people after completing Comrades don't go back to their previous lifestyles if it was different. So it's a full lifestyle change, and within that time of you transforming into this new lifestyle, you learn new habits, you become more disciplined, more motivated as a person. Just with your training, like with your running, you learn how to tackle other challenges that you face in your life as well, because it's not easy waking up when you're tired. It's not easy waking up when you're sore and telling yourself, I need to get out that door because whatever I put in is going to...
And when you think about it, right, the day is busy. Liam, you work in the day, you're up, you're busy, and then how do you fit this, like, I need to practice, I need to train in the day? It's overwhelming, even though we say we're tired from work, but you're not tired, you have to train.
I think all of us here could actually even bite into that, irrespective of what you do, whether it's running, it could be yoga. It's really about being intentional and making that time. And you know what? You can look at it as training as something hard to do, but when you're at work the whole day and you're grinding and you're doing what you need to do to get the bills paid, you can look at running or whatever that third space time is as time for yourself. Yeah. So you can really just get into that and think of that, I'm giving back to me in that way.
Exactly. Well, we have some voice notes and some videos. Let's listen to these.
There's more pressure on boys. Women have had that pressure for longer, and it's always kind of been girls should be slim, all this. But I feel like now there's a lot of gym bros and like that whole thing with like, if you're not the strongest guy, if you can't lift this much, you're like inferior and you're weak. Everyone in my school goes to the same gym, and it's like this whole social clique now. It's like the ladies in the olden days going to the cafe and chatting, but now it's all the boys meeting up at the gym, and it's a competition, and they give each other a hard time if they like can't do as well as them. Do you think that there's more pressure on boys?
Yes, Jamie. We're representing the chicks, right? The older chicks, the younger chicks, the counterparts, as we say. There's more pressure on the guys to be fit. Would you say, or both when it comes to the youth?
I think definitely both. We in a society where people really normalize body shaming and just commenting on people's bodies in general. So I don't necessarily think that it's anything regarding gender. I think maybe some genders can be a little bit more louder with the challenges that they're facing. But I think that it's definitely something that's spread across youth in general, which I don't think is a bad thing if they choose to use it to turn it around and use it to better themselves or use it to pour into their physical health. But when they're going to use it to pour into more hatred or insecurities towards themselves, then yes, it can be something that's very detrimental towards their mental
Do you
health.
know, that's so true. And when you think about it, you go on social media, and Liam, I know how you love social media. We blame everything on social media, and that's the
Every
truth.
week.
That's like the big Satan.
Yeah.
You know, we can say that. And when you think about it, you mentioned body shaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially with the women, the girls, the ladies, you know, the training, and then you see videos, and you see people when you're scrolling, and then you think like, how do I become like that?
Yeah, comparison is the thief of joy, and all our bodies are unique. So we
I
shouldn't
love
be
that
doing
saying. I love that saying. Well, we got another voice note. Mondi will be playing that one.
Most people say, what are you working out for? What are you getting in shape for? Why are you going every day? But to just know that you've taken care of yourself, to know that you've given yourself a chance, not only survive, but perform. You've given yourself a chance to perform at a high level on a day-to-day by taking care of your engine. This is my machine. So I'm taking care of the engine. Just like any car, oil changes, just like, you know, your brakes, your tires, the rotors, all that. You taking care of that so that it's a great ride every time. You gotta do the same with your body.
Wow. Yeah, taking care of our body. It's an engine. You're a fitness coach. You train. What's your views on what we just heard?
I mean, wouldn't everybody just love to wake up in the morning and be able, you know, like just be able to go out and do whatever you feel like doing. Like, and if you look after your body, then your body will treat you well, and you will be able to go out and do, like waking up in the morning and saying I can go for a 10K.
Sure.
Not a lot of people can do that. And
Yeah.
yes, some people have different situations and circumstances, but if you're capable of looking after yourself and your body, then you might as well. Liam touched on it, and I always speak to the guys about it. No matter what your day is like or your week is like, always dedicate an hour to yourself. Like to say, you know, this is for me. An hour to look after my body, an hour to go out there and do something that makes me feel good, that makes me a bit mentally stronger. So if you put into your body will pay you back, and it will look after you for a long time.
Do you know, an aunt of mine's told me this many, many years, I think when I was youthful. She always said...
You're still youthful,
oh,
Sumaya.
thank you. Love you guys. She always said your body is a temple.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
So you got to worship it, and you got to take care of it, because no one else will. And that stuck with me, and that's so true. Think about it, right? Especially, I'm generalizing, I'm stereotyping. When you look at women, right, we take care of everyone. But most of the time, no one takes care of us. When I mean, when your spouse or your friend or your mom or dad or sibling is ill, the sister or the mother, the female is checking on you, cooking for you, giving you medicines, massaging, whatever. And when we're sick, we have to take care of ourselves.
You're not allowed to get sick.
You know, my daughter says that you're not allowed to get sick. But that's so true when you think about it. Huh?
Yeah.
So that 1 hour makes such a difference. And when you think about it, we moved away from nature, from earth. Like back in the day, it was like you go to the park, you go to the beach, you go somewhere where you can walk, feel the grass, run, train. And growing up, like climbing trees. Now, like the whole culture is changing.
Yeah.
It's different now.
It's different. But why? Social media?
Social media,
I think
technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's technology.
You should touch on like, especially with the way coaching has changed too. Now you've incorporated technology into that,
into
and
coaching.
it's kind of strange, because technology is the element that sort of has pulled us away from our natural selves, but it now can also be used as a tool to
to improve.
Yeah.
To improve.
Exactly. What life lessons can young people learn from marathon runners? Life lessons, Liam.
So
Romondo.
I'll start, and then I'll get Mondo to answer. He's a way more experienced one. So the biggest one, I would say, and I learned it, and Romondo can testify because he saw me at both of these races, is don't stop. Don't give up. Just keep pushing to the end. He saw me at my comrades qualifier. we'll ask him what happened with that one.
Tell us.
And he
tell us.
saw
We
me
wanna know, we
at
wanna know.
at Comrades,
Yeah.
and you just don't stop.
Give us the tea.
Tell him.
I saw him at about
36.
36 Ks into the race, and I saw his eyes were in his head, and I was like, Liam, are you alright? He's like, no, I'm seeing God, bro.
This is for my qualifier.
And then to touch on what Liam says, like, don't stop, don't give up, like, continue. As much as that could have been difficult, because at that point he was questioning, how do I do another 42 and extra if I'm seeing God now at 37 Ks? And if you're not giving up and you continue putting in the work because you know you got a goal to achieve. When I saw him at Comrades, it was like 60 something Ks in, and he was vibing. It was like nothing. He was looking fresh. So it just touches on that, like, don't give up.
Yeah. You know, Jamie, you always talk about mental health. Mental health is so important. And even for Comrades runners, when you think about it, the mental health, because you're running for how many Ks, how many hours?
86 Ks, and you have 12 hours to do it.
12 hours. And I know generally you also need like someone to, like, you know, calm you down, because you're thinking so much. Do you dream stuff?
But
Think of
you
stuff.
you need to give yourself a few mantras, like, you know,
Yeah.
like when it gets tough, remind yourself of a few things. You know, we always tell the people, like, if you're doing Comrades, you need to know your why. Like, why am I doing this? And when it gets tough, that's what you lock into. This is the reason I'm doing it, and this is why I'm doing it, and that will carry you an extra 5 or 10 Ks.
You know, when you think about it, this is also discipline. It's teaching the youth, the young athletes, how to be disciplined, how to have resilience, and the sacrifices to make, like, you know, getting up so early in the morning and training and stuff like that there. Why is physical fitness important for teenagers, for children, for the youth? Why is it so important?
I would say it gives you a positive space to express yourself, because now kids are stuck doing the wrong things, and they've got a lot of energy, a lot of thoughts and stuff, and they don't have the right place to express those things. Whereas within sport, you can, you know, use up all that energy, use your mind productively. And I'd say more specifically with running, it teaches you a lot of discipline. Discipline. Like, you can be motivated as much as you want, but you need discipline to do something. So running teaches you a lot of discipline. And I know there's a lot of kids that are involved in a whole lot of other sports, and sometimes maybe that's just not the one for them, but it's good to be in sports. But I think I'm here just to promote running a bit more.
No, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, right, you want to lose weight, you're stressed, you're depressed, you need fresh air, you need to, like, just get out of the house or whatever's happening. You don't need to pay for anything. You just can go somewhere, run, walk.
I think, running of all the sports has one of the lowest barriers to entry. You don't even have to have 2 legs to run these days, you know. There's a lot of disabled athletes who are able to get out there and do things. So, and especially coming from the area that we come from, and, you know, given the situation with how some people get pulled into different directions in life, whether it be the street life or whatever, running and sports has a way to pull you out.
I would say running is the leveler. We call it the leveler because it's a place where the CEO and the garden boy meet on the same level, you understand? So there's no I'm this person in life, so you know, in running we all level. It's the leveler, and whether you run 5K or you run Comrades, you're a runner, you know. So there's no like, oh no, I've done Comrades and I just do 5Ks, because as Liam said again, if you don't stop and you continue, you will get to Comrades. There's nothing stopping you.
Exactly. Well, we have another motivational voice note to listen to.
Here's a simple way to boost fitness motivation. 3 things. 1, there's a common saying in fitness that goes something like, motivation is unreliable. You need discipline to succeed at anything in life. And I agree you need discipline, but wouldn't it be good to also have motivation? Aren't you more likely to do something if you want to do it? And as a result, make better progress because you're learning and practicing more. And two, broadly, there are two types of motivation: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Of the two, intrinsic motivation is known to be more sustainable, so it helps if you enjoy the process. And three, you're more likely to enjoy the process if you find a weight or exercise progression that challenges you just enough. Too hard and you might get frustrated and give up, and too easy you might get bored and give up. You want to find something that's just right, and track your progress regularly so you can see your progress and be motivated by your improvement. Have a beautiful day.
Wow, we'll be taking a short ad break.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
In South Africa, countless numbers of sick patients leave their homes at the crack of dawn to join long queues at clinics and public hospitals, many of them suffering pangs of hunger in addition to the symptoms of disease. The Al-Imdad Foundation's Slice for Life teams deliver sandwiches to these patients at more than 40 hospitals and clinics across the country. Help us to keep on relieving hunger. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Discover elegance, comfort and modesty at Al-Ansar Shop. Browse our beautiful collection of abayas, scarves, hijabs, kurtas, jibbas and modest fashion for every occasion. From everyday wear to special events, we have styles to suit the entire family. Visit us today and experience quality, affordability and timeless modest fashion. Al-Ansar Shop. Modesty meets style.
Radio Al-Ansar welcomes your feedback. If you have a broadcasting related complaint, please put it in writing and address it to the head of the complaints committee. Include your full name, contact details, a clear description of your complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or bring it in person to our Pietermaritzburg office at 240 Ortman Road, Willowton. Your input helps us serve you better.
Looking for an unforgettable getaway that won't break the bank? Explore the bustling bazaars of Istanbul, uncover the ancient wonders of Egypt, or unwind on the pristine beaches of Mauritius. Experience the vibrant culture of India, or escape to the turquoise waters and golden sands of Zanzibar. Affordable adventures, endless experiences. Your next escape is just a click away. Call 031-208-4222 or visit www.miragetravel.co.za. Show Mirage Travel, where your dream journey begins.
اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الغاصبين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المرابطين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم شد أزرهم وسدد رميهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم الطف بإخواننا في كل مكان يذكر فيه اسمك يا أرحم الراحمين. استنصروك يا الله فانصرهم. اللهم ارحم الضعفاء والفقراء والمساكين والأيتام والنازحين والمشردين والأسرى يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم أنج المستضعفين من المسلمين في فلسطين. اللهم كن لهم عونا ونصيرا. اللهم كن لإخواننا المرابطين في المسجد الأقصى. اللهم كن لهم ولا تكن عليهم. اللهم فرج همهم، نفس كربهم، داوي جرحاهم، عاف مبتلاهم اشف مرضاهم ارحم موتاهم تقبل شهداءهم.
Worship Rabbi, from you is peace.
Radio Al-Ansar.
Rabbi, you are the only Rabbi, you are the mercy Rabbi, you are Al-Rahman Al-Rahim Rabbi, you are eternal Rabbi, you are all-knowing Rabbi, you are Al-Rahman Al-Rahim. Hasbi Rabbi Jalla Allah, ma fi qalbi ghayr Allah, Nur Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rabbi, you alone be worshipped Rabbi, from you is peace Rabbi, you are Al-Aziz Al-Hakim Rabbi, you are most gracious Rabbi, you are the greatest Rabbi, you are Al-Aziz Al-Hakim. Hasbi Rabbi Jalla Allah, ma fi qalbi ghayr Allah, Nur Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. La ilaha illallah, 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 Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah, 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 Muhammadur Rasulullah. اللهم لك الحمد ولك الشكر ولك الملك. اللهم أنت رحيم وأنت الرحمن وأنت الرزاق. Rabbi, you alone be worshipped Rabbi, from you is peace. اللهم لك الحمد ولك الشكر ولك الملك. اللهم أنت رحيم وأنت الرحمن وأنت الرزاق. نحن بمنتك ونحن برحمتك. Rabbi, you are the sustainer Rabbi, you are the creator Rabbi, you are Al-Ghafur Al-Halim Rabbi, you are the evolver Rabbi, you are the bestower Rabbi, you are Al-Ghafur Al-Halim. Hasbi Rabbi Jalla Allah, ma fi qalbi ghayr Allah, Nur Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. La ilaha illallah, 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 Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Youth Frequency. We have a great show. We are talking about fitness, health, discipline, resilience. Spinning out of the Comrades Marathon, especially with the youth. We don't ever see the youth taking part in Comrades Marathon or any competitive sports, especially running. The old school, old-fashioned running to keep fit. But we have Romondo and Liam and Jamie who are telling us about it and the discipline. We were talking about, Jamie, Liam, Romondo, we were talking off air that there's this image with the youth. I want to look like I'm an athlete. I want to look like I gym. I want to look fit. So they take supplements and stuff, which even drugs, and they get bulky, they get the six-pack. So if I see them, I'll think this guy's training, but he's not really training. That's like the hype or the thing among the youths. What would you say?
It's more the black market stuff. So
Yeah.
you know, the stuff that make you look good quickly doesn't last long and doesn't help you in any way. I mean, there's no shortcuts. You have to put in the work to get long-lasting results. So the ones that are taking shortcuts, it's, as you said, to look good. It's just for image. It's not for the actual love and joy of any type of sports or for the actual fitness journey. It's just to look good. But if you really wanna look good for a long time, then you have to put in the work. It's the most important thing.
Anything. And no one sees the hard work. All they see is just the winner and the person on the top. We don't know what's happening down.
Yeah, 100%.
We just don't know what's happening down. How does regular exercise improve mental health and emotional well-being? How? Does it play a big role? Is it important?
So I'll refer back to the voice notes or the video that we played earlier. Someone described our bodies as a machine, and I think it's something very similar to that, where if you have this car that you're not taking care of, or inside of it, I don't know, car parts, you guys will be able to name car parts. But if all of those higgy-majiggies, right, are not functioning properly, then the car's not going to be able to function. Or let's just say you have this lightning bolt, you'll need a sufficient enough container in order to contain something like that. And I think that emotional health also plays a big role in this, because everything in our bodies are connected, and we don't realize how our mental health and our physical health are so connected that they directly impact one another, where if you're not physically right, it can directly impact your mental health, where you'll start feeling a whole bunch of things, and then it spirals. Or if you're not feeling mentally right and you're not able to motivate yourself, if you're feeling insecure, you can break yourself down, and that can the stress physically has an impact on our body. So it's literally a whole spiral.
Circle.
Yeah.
You know, Liam, can social media... Okay, let's look at this, right? A majority of the youth, right? I'm sitting here and I'm playing games. So can social media and gaming be balanced with physical activity?
Yes.
Tell me,
I'm
how
the
do you do it?
perfect person to ask this question, because I have an unhealthy addiction to gaming. No, it's not an addiction. But I do a lot of work on screens at work, and then I still do some social media stuff for the different brands that we work with outside of work, as well as working for the initiatives, and I still fit in the training, and I still game with friends. You need to look at gaming as an opportunity to be social with your friends, not something to numb the mind. I think that's the difference for me. And actually be intentional about your time that you spend gaming, so don't overdo it. I know there's some people who can spend 4 to 5 hours. I did it once the other week. I started playing at 7 o'clock and I only finished at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I said never again. I had to run the next day.
That's why you couldn't wake up.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't wake up properly. But I showed up. But yeah, really being intentional about how we spend our time. It's not bad to game. Don't overdo it. It's not bad to run. Don't overdo it.
You know, it's the holidays, right? 3 weeks. Tertiary institution, campus universities, learners' schools, all are closed. They're chilling. Don't be jealous. Everyone puts a lot of nazar or eyes on teachers for the holiday. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, I know I have friends who tell me they wake up in a shock because their child is screaming because they're playing a game at 4 o'clock in the morning. And lots of the youth or the young adults who are at home are sitting at home by the screen.
Yeah.
And they don't realize it. I mean, you're just sitting there and you're hardly going out.
It changes your whole quality of life, because screens, one, they're very addictive, right? We've on this show, we've spoken at length about how screens and social media impact your dopamine addiction and stuff like that. But apart from that, it also messes with sleep and your sleep cycle. And when you mess with your sleep quality, you mess with your ability to recover. As a runner, you need to hit a certain amount of hours of sleep. One, because you need to replenish your energy stores from the day before, and you need to recover your body. If you're not getting enough sleep in, you're going to get injured. You're going to get injured.
Do you know, I love what you're saying, because old school, you need, 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
We grew up like, you need sleep to heal your body. 100%. You need sleep to look beautiful. Beauty sleep. 100%. And when you look at it now, it's like, it's cool to say, hey, dude, I had like 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep.
No.
It's like...
It's a weird flag or badge of honor to wear. I know some of us in the running community, we do that. Where we'll come to a run early in the morning, we got like 25 or 35 Ks. I only had 4 hours of sleep. I'm going to run this 35. You don't actually realize the damage you're doing to your body. You can speak to that too.
No, that's true. I'm guilty of
of
sleep issues.
But this is so common amongst the youth today, and they don't realize that the long-term damage. We need to have that beauty sleep, people.
100%.
Romondo, how much daily exercise should young people get? Daily.
I mean, young people are full of energy, like
Yeah.
full of energy.
You should use them to clean the house.
That's exercise.
Spring cleaning.
Just put on some music, let them dance while they're doing it. But they need, I would say, as I said before, an hour for yourself, even for a kid, like an hour to do proper training or exercise. Most sports train for an hour or two. So 2 hours is okay, is good, for them to also release all that steam that they have inside of them. So I would say an hour or two on the daily, if it's okay. But rest is also important because a lot of time kids don't know when is enough. Like they can run the battery flat and before you know it, they're laying.
I just received a WhatsApp message that my adult child who's 21 years old, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I can smell oil. I go down. They are busy frying samosas. At 4 o'clock, my other son is making noodles. So what is happening with the youth? This is a parent. I think all parents can relate to that.
It's the screen addiction. We don't know.
This is
how you
Liam's
do.
topic.
You know what you need to do. Wake up early. It helps you sleep better. Waking up early helps you. Too tired to stay up late. Too tired. You can try and watch a movie in the evening. You're gonna sleep. Wake up early.
I think, you know what it also is? A lot of people in this generation, not even youth, but specifically youth, are in literal survival, which means that their nervous system is quite literally constantly stuck in fight or flight, and the screens don't help, especially if it's a game. If a child is sitting in one specific space and all they're doing is screaming at a screen, their nervous system is literally being
hyped up.
Yes, it's being hyped up. Now they're moving everywhere with the same thing going off inside of them constantly. Now it's time for them to sleep, the same thing is still going off, and then they're sitting on their phones and it's still going off. So if your nervous system is in stress or fight or flight, that means it's in the opposite of rest or digest. You're not going to be able to rest. So it's actually a much deeper issue than what people think, and sports is going to directly help to regulate your nervous system.
And you know what, when you think about parents, educators, leaders in the community, no one talks about this. We
weren't taught it.
Exactly, we're not taught it. So Romondo, when you're looking at parents, what responsibility do parents have in promoting active lifestyles at home? It starts when you're small.
I think,
or young.
I think parents firstly also need to
be active.
Like at least try to be active, because who's the first people the kids are watching? They're watching the parents. Whatever the parents do, they feel that they can do it as well. Or maybe one day I'm going to do that as well. Whether it's negative or positive, they look at that and like, okay, if my mother or father is doing this, or my uncle, auntie, maybe it's going to be okay for me to do it. So if you become that role model in your house, then of course the kids will follow suit, and it's easier for you to promote that if you're active as well, because then you can get out there with them doing stuff instead of go there and go do something but you don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. When you think about it generally, I'm stereotyping here, I know like lots of adults, only when they discover that they have a heart condition or they become diabetic and the doctor tells them you need 30 minutes of walking in the day, and then they start maybe in their late 30s or their 40s or their 50s or 60s. But if they were taught this earlier in life, they could have prevented so much.
You hear a lot of those stories, especially now within the running community, because a lot of people say, hey, I was overweight, the doctor told me if I don't start exercising, I'm gonna cut, my lifespan's getting cut down and whatever. And some good stories come out of it, like people have finished comrades, they've done incredible things. But they also say, if only I started earlier. Like if I started earlier.
Exactly. So when you look at it, like currently, we're focusing on so much other topics with the youth. We have a lot of motivational speakers. We're dealing with drugs. We're dealing with leadership. But there's very few coaches or motivational speakers who speak about the youth, being active, doing exercise, running, because like lots of them will say like, what the heck? I mean, generally that's the norm. Like, it's boring. It's not in.
People look at you like you're mad.
That's the thing with running. They look at it like
you're mad.
You're stupid.
I know lots of people look at people who run like oh, they're old, they're boring, oh, that's the only thing.
Yeah,
especially amongst the youth, because you're not doing weights, or you're not in this gym, you're just running.
Yet coming out of our communities, like a community that we come from, there's so much talent, like mad talent, but they just haven't tapped into that yet. Like, and we just need to be there to try and focus on them and get them to the point where they come and experience this and see how good they actually are. Because some of them are stuck, as I said before, in sports that it's not for them, and they're doing it because of friends or because someone else told them to do it. But if they just try something else, they'll excel there.
100%.
You know, Liam, you spoke about nutrition. How important is proper nutrition alongside with your exercise? Have a big burger. I'm not going to mention any place, but you have this big burger and this massive milkshake, chips.
So nutrition is important. From any sport, you need to fuel your activity. With runners, we don't count our carbs, but we try and cram a lot of carbs in because we're trying to keep our glycogen stores up, and the glycogen stores is what gives us our direct energy during these endeavors and these exercises. But with any sport that we need to do, but you also do need to be conscious of the kinds of foods you're eating. You need carbs for fuel. You need protein for recovery. Protein is you need to make sure you're eating your daily protein intakes. If I'm not sure, to quote Dr. Mandy, what was she saying? I think it's 1 gram per kilo of body weight. Every day is what your protein goal should look like for when you're trying to just maintain. That's not even trying to build muscle and stuff.
But Liam
like that.
eats all the time.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Liam, you're skinny. Where is it going?
I don't know where
is it
Liam
going?
eats all
I'm
the time.
jealous.
So we've went on a run before in the morning. Like 5 o'clock in the morning, and Liam's driving and he's got a bowl of pasta. Oh no, bro, I had it from last night.
But so that's your nutrition.
Nutrition is so important. It helps you fuel your task. Yeah.
So you burn it. You burn it.
You do.
I mean, looking at you, you burn it.
It burns it.
Yeah. What advice would you give a young person who dislikes exercise, sports, running, being active? And that's the norm.
What advice? I would say give it a chance. Trust me, you would love it. You won't like it, you would love it. Because there's no better feeling of accomplishing something. There's no better feeling of going out there and putting in some work, and it's hard when you're doing it, and when you're done, you're like, yo, I done this, I achieved this. And that bit of self confidence that you gain from that, or like self achievement, leads to you knowing that, you know what, I can go out there and do more. I can achieve more and I'm capable of a lot more. So my advice would be just start something, go out there, give it a go. Even if you're going for a walk, like if your friend lives down the road, walk there, time yourself and say, oh, it took me so long. Then the next day or the next week, time yourself again and be like, hey, I'm getting faster. You're setting a challenge for yourself, and before you know it, you're going to be like, how far can I go?
I know lots of people count on their phone the steps. The steps.
So you can, like, visiting a friend is the easiest one. Like, you can even make it fun. Make it fun. Do something. It is fun. Yes, it can get hard, but it's fun. But I mean, if it was easy, as they say, everyone would do it. That's true. Do something that makes you happy.
Well, respect to Liam, really. I mean, the comrades.
Not the only comrades that ever ran.
When you think about it, and I know our listeners are saying this, especially Liam. I'm going to ask you, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26, right? You're youthful. You're the youth. You don't find many 26-year-olds, 23-year-olds, 25. You do not find
that's
it.
True.
So like, So Liam, what message from the Comrades Marathon would you like every young person to embrace, the youth?
All of us are a little bit cooked in the head. Take that little bit of cookedness and use it to do something crazy. No, but in all honesty, you're so much more capable than you really think you are. If you have a strong enough why and a strong enough reason going into the race, you really can achieve things that you really could never fathom. I mean, I didn't know I could do that. But with the right team around you, the right backing and the right kind of mentality and a good motivating why, you really can achieve anything. And it's going to teach you that whatever you put your mind and apply yourself to in life, you really will be able to do.
Yeah.
And I would say, circles. Your circle you surround yourself with.
Your friends.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like, choose your circle wisely. Look at what people are doing and be like, you know what they're doing is not right. And I want to be someone better. I want to do something positive. I mean, your circle makes you or breaks you.
100%.
And even with us, I coach a large amounts of people. We're surrounded by a lot of people, but we have a good circle.
Yeah.
And the people, we hold each other accountable, and that's what you need. Even like Liam himself, we will call him in the morning until he wakes up. Because, you need that. You need someone who can also say, you know what, you're capable. We're going to just push you that little bit more to achieve what you set for yourself.
Yeah. How can communities create safe spaces for the youth to be active, Jamie? You are involved in the youth, in uplifting them. You go around. So how can communities create safe spaces for the youth to be active?
I think not only necessarily a physical space, but also literally making it safe. So I think police involvement, security companies are a really big thing. I know that in South Africa, a lot of the time we can feel put off because there are certain situations where law enforcement might have maybe let us down. But from someone who works in the community and has worked closely with quite a few, whether it be SAPS, Blue Security, there are people who are passionate in the community that want to make differences, that are passionate and who are literally devoting their time, whether they're getting paid. Some people aren't even getting paid.
You one of them?
No one has to know that. They're dedicating their time to make these safe spaces for the youth. So I'd say that. But also another one is parent involvement. If the communities can somehow figure out how to get parents involved as well, then that will also directly contribute to the safe space for the youth.
Jamie, I met you. We are not getting paid at a soccer tournament, and you and Mum were there with the youth.
Yes.
So it's also a passion.
Yes, it's a passion. It's a calling.
It's a calling. Liam, what final words of encouragement would you give to young people about living healthy, balanced, and purposeful? Have a purpose in their lives?
I think not only does it help you to become a better functioning member of society, you should also do it for you. The benefits from just physical fitness and the release, especially if you're like somebody who works indoors a lot or you work in an office or something like that, being outside helps to ground you. It makes you a little bit of a more people can tolerate you better because you're not as annoying. I find people who complain and don't really take time out of the day to exercise and get out there. It can be a bit insufferable at times. Be a different kind of insufferable,
Well, you guys are there to motivate and uplift, and I know all the our listeners, especially the youth who are listening right now, encouraging them. You don't know who must be just standing on that spot and jumping or remember back in the day, when you chowed, when you had your supper or your meal, you'll see the old people walking around the house or doing something. So like right now, you don't know who's being motivated.
Doing laps around the yard right now.
Exactly. Romondo, what message would you like to give to everyone out there when it comes to fitness, exercise?
Firstly, I would just say we need more role models, like more positive role models. And there's no age you need to be to become a role model. You can be 14 listening right now and you can say, I want to be a role model to my younger sibling, cousin or friend or someone in the neighborhood. One person being a role model or being a mentor, showing up for another, that person will go out there and do it for another one or two, and it continues that way. And that way we create a better community, because there's someone investing their time into another person and it just rolls over. So firstly, we just need role models. Like, aspire to be a role model. It'll make you a better person as well. And my last message to the youth is, guys, trust me, training is fun. Being fit is fun. It's the best thing you can ever do for yourself.
Yeah. Liam, before we go, respect to you.
Guys.
It's so nice. I'm so proud. We have, Youth Frequency, we have our very own Comrades Marathon because you're disciplined. Wow.
Next year's loading too.
Resilient.
Maybe I'll take you all with me next year.
Oh gosh, you're roping us in. You're roping us in.
Yeah, we either do a vlog and we make some follow-up content for that, or one of you'll have to join me on that
I'll say inshallah.
There we go. So Sumaya, you're running next year.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
We know a good coach.
Oh my God. Oh, reminder. Yes. Well, guys, thank you so much. The comrade spirit teaches us that success is not achieved overnight. It requires commitment, perseverance, and determination. As young people navigate a world filled with technology and digital distractions, the challenge is to remain active, healthy, and balanced. And it's quite hard today. By investing in fitness today, our youth can build stronger bodies, healthier minds, and brighter future. So let's encourage the next generation to step away from the screen occasionally, lace up their shoes, and embrace the joy of movement and healthy living. From us, Youth Frequency, what you normally say, Jamie? Peace out. Assalamu alaikum.
Sharp.
You wear it for Allah. Hijra, Biko, Hijra, Biko, Hijra, Biko. You wear it for Allah. She's independent, this hijab is